Taking advantage of this nice afternoon and going on a little nature trail walk out here at a local lake. Kind of thick, but well-worn path here. You can see part of the lake over there, I think. I hope this isn't too shaky. We'll get in here and get set up, and this will calm down a little bit. Ah, the smell of those cedars. Cedars sure smell a lot better than the skunk I smelt when I first walked in. I know there's a overflow down here. I've heard about it. I've noticed there's a couple of offshoot paths. I like to see where they go to, but I'm going to go down here. I know that there's an old dry overflow. Never been in here, but I want to take a look at it. See the old overflow bed. My son told me about this. I guess when the lake is high, the water flows through here as an overflow, and then it drops down into a waterfall. Be pretty impressive when the water is high. It gets thick around there. I'm not sure if I'm going to go much further. I'm going to stop here for a little bit. Pause for a little bit. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to experiment with a little Fatwood. Fred Freiberger, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, sent me some Fatwood. And I have some dry Kansas grass there. Hopefully it'll light. It's still early enough in the year, but that's pretty moist. We're going to add some of this Fatwood to it and see what happens. I know there's several different ways you can put it in a tinder box and light it, and different ways. I'm just going to try and put some shavings and try to light it with a Flint and Steel and see what happens. I threw some bark down to catch my shavings. I started at first on just the rocks. This bark's a little wet, so I'm not crazy about it. In fact, it's kind of rotted. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add that to my tinder bundle, or my bird's nest there. And like I said, it's pretty wet. It's got some wet stuff in it. Try to get me some finer shavings. This Fatwood definitely has a smell all of its own. I'm going to try a couple different later videos. Well, I don't like that bark is really damp and rotted. I almost hate shaving on top of it. Maybe I can find a better piece there. I'd rather shave on top of it instead of, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my bundle, my bird's nest, right here. And see if I can just shave in on top of it. You know, I think I'll grab me another piece here. As I've never used Fatwood, I'm a little unsure how to use this. You can feel the resins in it. I can see it on the knife. Boy, that shaves off beautifully. I'm almost not wanting to burn it. Definitely a resource you don't want to use up if you don't have it readily available. I'm going to use my Flint and Steel kit here that I got from Scouting Free. I'm still learning to use this, so you have to excuse me if I do this not quite right or it takes me a few times. But I'm going to try and light it without the use. I got a couple pieces of flint here. I'll try and get it lit without using the char cloth at first. Oh, this is hard on an old man. I really would love to be able to start this with just the natural tinder. I'm seeing sparks not quite as large as I'd like. That's why I keep changing flints thinking that's the issue, and I know it's not the issue. I know it's my technique. I'm getting sparks, but I'm just not getting the flame that I want. So I'm going to get over here into my tinder box and grab me some char cloth. Excuse me there just a moment. Yeah, I'm probably using too large of a piece there, but put that down there on top of that Fatwood. Roll that a little bit. Okay, we got a little bit of fire going there. All right, let me get some wood put on top there. I'm not going to use any more of that Fatwood. Just a moment. I got a couple green pieces in there. I will say that Fatwood, when it takes off hot. Move our Flint and Steel back. A little bit of cattail that I got from Scouting Free. Okay, I got plenty. I may have started off with too much of the green stuff. I didn't realize I grabbed a couple green pieces there, and may have tried to go a little too quick. I really like that Fatwood. I'd like to try a couple different variations of starting fire with it. I'd like to try a tinder box where you just take the Flint and Steel and then you spark into the tinder box and light the Fatwood. And then you take your bird's nest to the tinderbox and get it lit, and then you shut the tinderbox and you preserve the Fatwood. As you see, I didn't use much Fatwood. I really didn't want to use a lot. I was afraid to burn up what I had. Using the method, and I saw that Keith H. Burgess, if I remember correct, I hope I have that correct, he shows a video using the tinderbox method, and I think it's pretty impressive. I like the fact that you do not burn up the Fatwood as you do, let's say, using char cloth. You use char cloth up, it's gone. You just shave the Fatwood, it's gone. May have to do a video on that sometime. Just to see the effects of it, and if I like it, I'm sure I will. But you might go there and check out Keith's videos. I'll put a link to his video up on this. He likes to do things more the traditional way. I should say, or maybe the old-fashioned way, if you would. The 1700s, 1800s, the way they did things. I like to get a nice little fire going here and get some coals. Might cook myself up something to eat. Oh, there we go. A little crosswind up out of the spillway. I'll wait just a little bit. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Just playing around with a little bit of Fatwood. I've never used it before. I'm sure there's other ways of using it. I would really love to hear any comments or suggestions or ideas on other ways of using it that I don't know about. Please leave your comments and suggestions. And if you like my videos, I ask you to subscribe. I would much appreciate that. I put a little of that Fatwood that I found shaved there on top. Anyway, well, thanks for watching the video.